In this video, I'm going to survive 10 days in a floating island world. Let's see how well we can survive in this floating landscape. On day 0, I first spawned in and checked my surroundings. I spawned next to cows, but I immediately headed straight for the nearest tree. After I chopped it down, I saw a village and knew I had to go there. After I'd crafted tools and collected dirt, I began to bridge over. I realised I didn't have enough dirt and collected some iron before finally getting there. When I got there, I collected more iron and got some coal. I would like to mention I'm in 1.17 as you cannot get this world type in 1.20.1 because floating islands is just not available. I know you can get it like in a later version, but I could not be bothered to find out how late. I think it's 1.19, but anyway. I don't really care. I might update it later. But anyway, having ransacked the village's crops, I headed into a villager's house where I made a furnace and a smoker and cooked everything up there and made a shield and axe. I found an area and made a small wall as I did not want to spend the night in the village. I got the bed from the villager's house and went to sleep. On day 1, I woke up and I killed a whole load of pigs and collected lava. I then scouted out the area before returning to my base. I began digging down to get the start of an underground base that I would embark on building. Then I made a cobblestone generator in case I wanted to AFK at it. I moved my bed down there, cooked some food and slept through the night. I left my base. On day 2 I left my base and collected some lava to expand the generation for some reason and collected a large amount of iron. I expanded the generator, dumped all my stuff in the chest. I decided to go out and expand the wall and lit it all up. Then I made a small farm where I planted wheat and potatoes. I slightly expanded the wall, planted a tree, and started on a project to dig out a huge underground room. On day 3, as I exited the base, I was ambushed by a skeleton which I made quick work of. I spent the rest of the day mining out the base before going to sleep. On day 4, all I did was just work on the base the whole day. I mined quite a bit, and overall I made quite a bit of progress. On day 5, I woke up and left the base, but I was immediately ambushed by a creeper, which exploded, but luckily it didn't damage the walls. I decided to craft some armor to be safe. Then I expanded the wall once more. I expanded it again, and I now had a pool in my wall. Having gone back to my base, I harvested the first tree to grow in the underground room. Then slept to enter day 6. On day 6, I planted trees around my base and expanded the farm. I then went with my expansionist ways and expanded the wall to include a naturally generating crater. I then built a small pen for animals that I will get tomorrow. On day 7, I got carrots from the village and lured 2 sheep into the pen. I bred the pigs, then, you guessed it, I expanded the wall. I then chopped cheese before going to bed. On day 8, I bred the pigs again and I chopped wood again. I then went to get a villager, which surprisingly was not painful as I used the method of luring him with a job site. I found more villagers, but first I found more villagers to go get, but decided I would go to get them tomorrow. And I trapped the first villager in a little trading area. I then went to sleep. On day 9, the penultimate day, I built stairs to go to the upper area of where my base was. I then spent the whole day trying to get them to follow me up, but I failed, making my existing villager a Fletcher. I traded and I went to sleep. I'd just like to mention that if you've got to this penultimate day, you probably enjoyed the video. So leave a subscribe to find just more videos like this on my channel and for the future. Thanks. Day 10, the final day. I went over to find the villagers who had climbed the stairs, which was really lucky. So I lured them to their new home. It took ages. It was the most painful thing I've ever done. But I finally did it. I used a smithing table and I traded with the villagers. I decided I might as well make full iron armor to just have an accomplishment for the last day. And yeah, I completed these 10 days. I hope you enjoyed them. It was quite fun recording. But it's been a pain to edit. Oh my gosh, it took ages. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.